to Wideside Sports.
Wicka wicka.
Wicka waka.
Waka flocka.
Waka flav.
Waka waka
Waka
waka.
waka.
I don't know that guy's name.
You know, I don't know why that just made me think of what I heard on the radio because it was National Cookie Monster Day.
Yeah.
And I heard it on the local radio guys talking about it. And the one guy from where we were from said, I do know that Cookie Monster has a name.
Oh.
His fucking name is Sid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like, legit has a name. They just call him Cookie Monster because they're, assholes. Just picking on the guy. Likes to eat fuck cookies. Leave him alone. I like cookies too.
My name's not
Sid.
I'm not a real monster.
I'm just trying to get by.
I just really like cookies.
Get any of that cookie dough, man.
Imagine if we did that with a lot of people who had a lot of cravings, like heroin monster. You know?
Yeah. Might be.
Might be. Who knows? I mean, he lives in a trash can.
See, I mean,
no, that's the Grump guy. I don't know.
There's got to be a scene out there with like Cookie Monster, kind of like that Boys in the Hood kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hey man, you got any of that cookie dough, man? I'll suck your dick.
There's the one Family Guy clip where he like puts the cookie dough on the spoon and lights it. Yeah.
I love when they take childhood things and make it way bad.
Chester Cheeto cutting up the Cheeto.
Just snorting it. Yeah.
Snorting it. It ain't easy being cheesy.
I just like that too. That was a Stewie thing of like, with on Halloween the kids painted him pink.
Yeah.
And then the Pink Panther comes by. He's like, first day of being pink? Yeah. Welcome to hell.
Oh, gosh.
I used to think of like, now anybody really knows the Pink Panther for is he sells fucking insulation.
Yeah.
Corning insulation. How did they get that?
Just, he's not going to burn in hell because of all the corning fiber insulation.
How much do they have to pay for that to have him be that guy?
Is that like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon? Is that like the original, like, part of like the Bugs Bunny stuff?
I don't remember.
I don't know either. The Pink Panther with Steve Martin's kind of suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not good. Good at all.
I'll be real honest. I'm not a huge Steve Martin fan. I think he's overrated.
I don't find him as funny as a lot of people do. Like, he plays a pretty good, like dad in movies. Like, that's his best role.
That secondary. Like, I don't need him as the star in the movies.
No.
I don't,
Yeah, he's not a...
Because Will Ferrell was that way for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're more of a guy in an old school. You're awesome. But then he had someone that was like, eh.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But like everybody's like, the jerk.
Yeah.
With Steve Martin. It's like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
No, like
I'm
Father of the Bride, and like that's a good one because
that's a good spot for him to be in.
Or like Cheaper by the Dozen. He plays the dad role in that. You probably never seen that, have you?
Football coach in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it weird that he's a football
son's a
coach.
quarterback but doesn't want to play.
Yeah. Because he hates the game. It's not fun anymore.
I don't like the game, Dad.
It's your dream. I don't want your life.
That is still the Wangers on the glass, the Atlanta Club.
Oh, gosh.
Still the best.
Still the best football movie ever. I love Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
Such a good one.
I just want that guy. That's all I think about every time after every fucking football game when they interview the quarterback in college. Yeah. I just want to thank God. Jonathan Mox is only one man. It's like, what the
oh, gosh. Oh, man. So, we get into the old football. Do you want to talk about news first, or do you want to talk about football first?
Well, we got to shout out my brother.
Yes, Sean, good job.
Winning this week's FanDuel. We won't say derogatory stuff because he's a relative, and I take that as a family win.
Yeah.
I suck at FanDuel, but my family member won this week, so I take...
You know what, Sean? We won't say bad things about you because you didn't beat us by 60. So that's a positive thing.
I think we're both in the top 5.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Getting better. Getting better.
But talk shit. We own the company.
Yeah. So yeah. Fuck you, Lane.
Yeah. You got a relative in there. We won't talk shit if he ever wins.
Yeah.
I don't know that he listens to the show. I doubt it.
I don't think he does. No.
I wouldn't. I mean,
his humor is not really our humor. So that's...
Actually, it is.
It is, but to a point.
It is.
It is to a point.
I had spent some time with him. I mean, I stabbed him in biology class with a scalpel once.
Yes, that is a fact. It is a fact. That is a true
After
fact.
I'd, stuck it in a cat. dissecting cats, and then I stabbed your uncle. That's how that day went.
That was a good day. He's bleeding.
Yeah, don't point with the scalpel.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
my hey. That's on me.
Hey, it's your turn.
I'm not a fucking surgeon. I'm just a teenager. Hey, bitch, you gave me this.
Is that sharp?
Yeah, it's sharp. It is a school that we go to. I doubt that this is any good.
Yeah,
that fucking class. Oh my God, just off on a tangent. This is one kid. I don't remember if this might have been the next year. Your uncle might not have been in that class. Is you know in those science classes how they I don't know in the new school what it's like, but in the old school they had islands that had sinks and stuff, and it's like the high jet.
Yep.
You know, this one kid, like, dude, I mean, sent to the office almost every fucking day in this class, and the lady, like, she quit after the year.
Oh,
like it was like she just couldn't.
Yeah,
she couldn't handle. She just couldn't hang. She sends him to the office, and he goes, fine. And he walks up and in one swoop grabs one of those heads.
Yeah.
And rips the whole fucking thing off the sink. I mean, he just grabbed it and goes, pink. It's like, and then threw it in the trash and walked out of like, who fucking does that?
Yeah, what was I bet he thought, oh shit, I'll just throw it away.
Yeah, I mean, it was like,
I'm not going to turn around and put it back.
Oh, that's God. Funny. I love high school stuff. But congratulations, Sean.
Yep, good job, Sean.
Carrying on the family legacy.
First win?
I guess I can't say carrying on the family. He's older than I am, so he's not carrying on anything.
He's starting it.
He's starting it.
Starting the legacy.
He's starting a fucking championship tradition in this family.
The Fraley's are going on a run here.
Going on a run. You guys be lucky to win a fucking cent for the rest of the year. Just fucking know that. Now come next week when I'm 16. Apologizing for what I say, you're fucking done. When I put up my 117 points, you guys will bow down.
Oh, God.
Or not. Probably not.
Probably not. Oh, I think Randy was up in the top 3 again. He's been real close.
He's top fiver. He's solid top fiver.
He's been up there pretty much every week, I think.
Might as well be last. I mean, it doesn't matter.
It don't pay out the top
first
3.
First or last.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. So, did you hear? I'm sure you did.
Which are we going to news?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen a fucking thing today. Just to be honest.
Did you hear about the Henry Ruggs thing?
Obviously, I've.
Okay, that's the one that I'm going with today. That's the one I'm going with today. What the hell?
157 mile an hour.
Yeah.
137 mile an hour when the airbags deployed.
Yeah. 0.215. Double over. Like, dude, you're trying to kill yourself.
I mean, I don't know. Is there still a super DUI? They call that in Ohio?
I don't know.
You know.
Yeah, I don't
Nevada,
know.
I don't know what they're. I know the 2 to 20 years is the gap.
Yeah. Like, the dude's going to jail. Like,
100%.
I mean, vehicular manslaughter is probably what he's getting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, unless he gets Dante Stallworth's
he's going to get sentenced to a couple years, maybe, maybe do a year, maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, I catch a wrong judge on a bad goddamn day, could do 15 years.
Yeah,
I mean, and not saying that's wrong for him to do that.
No,
I know you're
killed somebody.
23 years old, but you fucking killed somebody.
Yeah, you gotta.
I don't care how good you are at football.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of been letting the Raiders down, but
try not to.
And the bad thing is, I didn't mean it in the way you took it, but now I hear it. Going, kind of letting your team down.
And now
not what I meant. I meant that you weren't playing fucking great, and you're always hurt.
Yeah.
Every time I pick you on fantasy, you fucking shit.
Yeah.
But like he's a kid. But then it's also the thing of like his best friend in college was killed by a drunk driver.
Yeah, exactly.
And you were supposed to be in that car.
Yeah.
And you did,
Mm-hmm. And it goes back to the thing that we talked about with, when Zeke got in trouble a couple years ago with it. Like, they have a car service. They have to.
Yeah.
They have to. Call the fucking Raiders organization. Hey, I'm drunk.
It's
Come
fucking
get me.
Vegas.
Come get me. Take something home. Don't drive yourself.
Because I kind of the Twitter sleuths.
Mm-hmm.
as that was breaking, I'm reading through shit of like, that doesn't even look like his Corvette. There's no way that was him. I think they're just throwing him under the bus. And then like you start reading the stories like, no, he waited for the fucking cops and was like, yeah, I was driving and I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Like he stayed, he didn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, idiot. And then it's always like, oh, this is going to ruin his career. He's going to lose so much money. It's like, hey, somebody died, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then the bad thing is like later in the day, there's like a dog was also killed. And people are like, oh my God, a dog was killed. It's like,
a fucking person.
Fucking human, was killed in this wreck.
Yeah, fuck that dog. I mean, goddamn. He killed a person.
Yeah.
I was shocked. It's like, no, I'm not saying that driving drunk is okay by any means, but I would say majority of the people in the world have probably done it once or twice.
Right.
What makes you say, hey, let's go as fast as we
feel
can?
Shitty about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
what makes people say, hey, let's go as fast as we can?
Having a Corvette.
Yeah, in a Corvette. Let's see if we can get this thing up to top dollar.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
is that what we call top speed, top dollar? I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you.
I've never heard that before.
I'll
take it as my own now.
That's yours.
Thank you.
I just it was weird to read it. It sucks because it's like, your
life's over.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much. I mean,
but you also took somebody's life, so
yeah,
trade.
Give or take.
I mean, that's just it's fucking.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Other than that, like the Von Miller getting traded.
He was so sad about that too.
Yeah. I mean,
nice. I mean, he's only been in Denver, and you kind of want to play there. And I mean, it's obviously he's in the twilight of his career.
Yes.
You assume I am going to play out this contract, and that's probably going to be it.
Well, this was his last year on it anyway. So obviously I didn't honestly. I mean, I love the dude, but I didn't think he was worth a second and a third round pick for next year. I was okay with it. Obviously, I mean, we got something for him. It's not like we gave him up for a sixth rounder.
I mean, you got nothing for him, and you're paying this contract.
Yeah, however, it got dealt that...
Because let's be honest, how's them fucking drafts working out for you?
Hey, we draft well.
Yeah.
We don't draft a quarterback.
Real good fucking team.
We're young. We're young. We're young.
Yeah. We're fucking killing it.
No, but we do draft as well as you can.
I've been very staunch in this. I don't... Draft picks are fucking...
I know they are. You don't think they're anything.
Especially, once you get outside the top... I mean, you still have busts in the top 10. Once you get out that top 10, top 15, it's like, eh.
My personal thought on it would be they're trying to go get Wilson or Rodgers. They're stacking those up to try to put something together. I don't think they have like 13 draft picks right now.
Right.
They're not drafting 13 guys. I mean,
it's not a quarterback in the draft.
Exactly. So you're going to that's the only thing I can think of is they're trying to muster something up to get one of those two guys.
The only quarterback in the draft got fucking benched.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And everybody's really high on that Ole Miss guy, and I don't.
Well, because he does Ole Miss shit.
Yeah. He throws a lot of yardage and touchdowns and then loses to the teams.
And like, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it made sense to me to trade him. It just did. I don't know why, but it did. I mean, I was upset just because he's been, one of my favorite players for a while, but.
Now you have to hate him forever.
I mean, not really. Is that
not how that works? Okay.
My favorite line he said, though, he goes, I went to sleep 4-4 and I woke up 7-1. I was like, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Kind of true.
Well, and there was the shitty situation about the Halloween party, too.
Yeah.
Of like some teammates not wanting to kick in on the or the, I don't know how much, but it was at least minimum 6 figures that he spends on this Halloween party. And somebody like, nah, I'm not paying.
Yeah.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, it doesn't affect your team.
No. I mean,
at all.
Not really. He hadn't played the last 2 weeks anyway.
Yeah.
And, I don't think the Rams really, don't get me wrong, he's still pretty good, but I don't really see him going out there. I could be completely wrong. I mean, he's going to average a half a sack probably the rest of the way out.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's there for other people to have to plan for him.
Right.
Like Aaron Donald's now not getting all the attention. Somebody else is there. That's really the only thing I could think of that they.
That's kind of that. We're going to line these guys up on the same side. You want to double this guy? Well, we got this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right next to him.
Yeah. That's why I think that you're going to see the Cardinals pass rush kind of drop off a little bit with Chandler Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to block Watt. Okay, that's fine. We'll go double this guy and take our chances with the other guy.
Still going to do a lot because he's Chandler fucking Jones.
Yes, and he's fantastic. But
I think a lot of people wouldn't get that. We're like, why is he mad going to a 7-1 team? It's like he's not a ring chaser.
Yeah, he already has one.
He's played in 2 and he has one, and it's so rare that you get a finish with you know.
Yeah, that's why he's upset. I mean, he thought he's going to. I mean, I guarantee if he would have played his contract all the way out until next year, he probably would have retired.
Yeah.
I mean, his production has gone down the last 3 years. Yeah. He's been hurt, one of those. I mean,
but that's just that when you look at it, and everybody, when they talk about NFL players, like, just play the fucking game. They're paying you to play it, and and always siding with the owners and everything. Of, New England really didn't try to keep Tom Brady.
No,
the Colts cut Peyton Manning.
Yep.
The Broncos just traded away Von. Of like. Yeah, do they mean stuff to your franchise? Yeah, but do they mean anything to you? No. You're a piece. Yeah. And we're going to move on from you. I mean.
Yeah. And I mean, you got him at probably his top dollar.
Yeah.
That he ever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's he's going to have. You're not getting anything for him when you don't re-sign him in the spring.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Well, and that's the one thing, because that's what sucks when you have these type of players. Peyton Manning, when you think of Peyton Manning now, you see him in a Denver uniform.
Yeah.
And after another year or so, you're going to see Tom Brady in a Tampa uniform.
Yeah.
If they win, and then he plays in L.A. for 2 years, which I don't know how they're going to re-sign him, but somehow they keep finding money.
Yeah.
But, I mean, somewhere down the road, their salary cap's going to be like $8 of like, well, we can't field a fucking team this year. But, like, if they win one this year and then go on another run next, like Von Miller's going to have that Ram look.
Yeah.
Because you just forget that even.
Yeah. The Peyton one, I 100% agree with you on that. Yeah. The Peyton one is kind of odd because it seems like he cares more about the Denver organization than the Colts organization.
Well, I think he cares about the Colts, but I think, hey, I told you I was good and you guys fucking cut me.
Yeah. I mean, he's been living in Denver since he got there, however long. I mean, he still lives in there, which is weird that...
Well, Denver's nice. Sunshine State, man. Denver. Gorgeous. The Sunshine State. Right back to old school.
Yeah.
But I think, I think he's so competitive, like, you fucking cut me.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
I get it. No, I 100% get it. It's
kind of like the same thing Tom Brady. I mean...
Why? I mean,
hey, fuck you guys.
There wasn't any love lost on that game they played a couple weeks ago. I mean, they're competitors.
Yeah.
They're going to shake each other's hand, give each other a hug after the game, but it's still fuck you.
Like when everybody's like, I wonder if people, because 20 years or whatever it's been, like that Belichick and Brady were like best friends.
Yeah.
It's a coach and a fucking player. When they had discussions, it was probably about football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Hey, coach, can I act to you? I got some questions about, like, there's like this supermodel that wants my dick. What do you think?
What do you think?
Well, I've never had that situation, Tom.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
The one clip that popped up, and I don't know why it popped up a couple weeks ago, was Randy Moss inviting Belichick to his Halloween party.
Yeah.
It's like, that's one of the greatest conversations I've ever heard in my life. And he went. Bill went.
Well, that's always, it's nice you start hearing more of that when they say the Patriot way. Like, people think there's some fucking secret to it of like,
no.
You
show up, you do your job.
We expect you to do your job and be on time. That's
pretty much it.
That is it.
Yeah. It's not
your fucking job.
It's not a difficult thing to do, guys.
Well, they just make them watch so much film. That's their job. Do your job.
Yeah. That's part of how it goes.
And he's good at evaluating talent. I mean, he doesn't draft worth a fuck. Everybody talks about how well he drafts. He is not good.
No. They do well in free agency.
They get rid of guys like right a year. Hey, this is a year to get move him down the road. He keeps the salary cap where it needs. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, Tom Brady covers up a lot of that shit when you have Randy Moss the one time, but other than that, you've never really had anything.
No. Like I said, you drafted Tom. If you think about their stars.
Yeah.
You drafted Tom. You drafted Gronk. I mean, talk about the dead, but Aaron Hernandez, you drafted him, and he was a hell of a player for a couple years.
Surprising that you said talk about the dead instead of the murderer. That's weird that you went that route.
Sorry.
I mean, I hate to talk about the dead, but, Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, I mean, he's a murderer. Okay, whatever.
Okay,
whatever.
It's a weird stance to take.
But their free agency is where you really saw them hit their stride. I mean, Welker, Moss, the guys they have now. I mean, the team they put together for Mac Jones is pretty much all free agency.
Yeah. And the way I look at it differently, like with the Tom Brady thing, like everybody always gives, he found him at 199. Like, I see that as a fucking failure on their point then.
Yeah.
If you thought he knew that he would be something. No, he didn't. He needed a backup quarterback.
He drafted one.
So he drafted one.
He drafted a guy who had a pretty decent college career.
Played at Michigan.
Didn't really have anything.
In an era where Michigan was actually Michigan still.
Yes.
Of like, if you thought he was going to win 6 goddamn Super Bowls for you and you draft him in the 6th fucking round, you're terrible at drafting.
Yeah.
Means you passed on him 5 times.
We know he's going to be there, though. We know he's going to be there.
He just calculated. It's like, okay.
Okay, whatever.
Well, he's going to a Division III school to watch a tackle play that I don't even think he drafted him.
No,
or if he did draft him, he cut him.
Yeah, Denver drafted him.
Did they?
Yeah, the dude from Wisconsin Whitewater.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Does he play?
He's the rotational guy.
Yeah. That's a position.
It is. Yeah.
Tough one.
It's a very tough one. He
plays all of them.
He actually rotates to all 3 spots.
That's tough.
Yeah, because he played all 3 spots in college. That's how D3 college works.
That was my thing of, I think, obviously, Mark Schlereth gets a lot of heat on Twitter, and he brings it on because he fucking
likes it.
Throws shit out there.
He likes it.
But the one, he was saying something, and somebody's like, well, it's just playing fucking tackle on the right side, and they're flipping to the left side. It's the same fucking position.
Yeah.
And Schlereth just goes, all right, try wiping your ass with your left hand.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, yeah.
You know what?
That's weird.
A good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. He did
a little bad back there.
He did the Broncos, the Redskins game, football team. I'm really bad about names today. Yeah. The football team. And 2 years ago, he did a game and just like harped all over Garrett Bowles of how bad he was. He was a terrible player. So he gets, and obviously he got a pretty big contract, had a good year last year. He had like a false start on him. He goes, he's actually had a pretty good last couple years, and I know he was getting scrutinized for a lot of the media and about being bad. And his buddy goes, "You mean from you?" And he goes, "Yeah, I was pretty big a component.
I was pretty big on that."
Yeah, at least you can admit it.
See, I'm always waiting for out of him when he does Denver games is just to still just be, obviously he's a Denver guy. It's just when something happens on the field and you just catch him on the mic going, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we're on?
Yeah,
okay.
My bad. I tell you, he was I liked him when the Ballers, because he just played himself. I just feel like that was him. He just says what the fuck he wants. And
I'd seen him torch this guy on the internet. Like, the guy kept coming at him. And then the guy, like, he wanted to get this conversation to a point where he could throw this.
Yeah.
He's like, you're just riding the coattails of John Elway in that fucking Super Bowl. He goes, actually, it was 2, and I guess it's a good thing I had one from Washington, too.
Yeah.
It's like, shit. You didn't look into Wikipedia long enough, pal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
We talked about the college games last Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I don't know when we got off on this tangent what we were even talking about. We talked about Ruggs.
Yeah, we
didn't talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
Rodgers.
Positive.
COVID.
Got the vid. I mean, you figured somebody else would have had it. I mean, he had 3 guys test positive last weekend.
Well, I think the thing that's throwing everybody off is obviously nobody knew that he wasn't vaccinated.
Yeah. And
now that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like, well, he's doing this and that. It's like, well, I guess the rules say that he doesn't have to wear a mask outside.
Yeah. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in his press conferences, were the people in the room? I don't know. I don't watch press conferences because who the fuck does?
I don't know.
I don't need to hear some slapdick that writes for the local fucking paper that nobody reads ask, well, why didn't you throw it to this guy?
Yeah.
Why don't you talk to us like you talk to the other people?
Is that your slapdick voice?
Yeah.
You've been watching a lot of JB, haven't you? Say slapdick a lot.
Well, I see him on Fridays. I've never listened to his podcast.
Oh, neither have I.
Ever. No, and I follow him on Twitter, but I don't.
I don't really like him.
If it's a video, I don't.
Yeah, I don't
watch
really
it.
like him.
I think he's funny.
He's funny, but he's one who he's one who thinks he can say whatever he wants.
Right.
But he hasn't done anything for him to be able to say that. Like, you coached JUCO football, buddy.
Yeah.
And you had a pretty halfway decent career. You said what you wanted, and it got you fired.
Right.
You said, I mean, that's pretty much it. So I don't get where the entitlement of him saying whatever the hell he wants. And I know that's what's getting him on McAfee is he says what he wants, and he's a funny guy, and Twitter loves him. And
I think he doesn't have a shit ton of followers on Twitter.
No, he doesn't. But
a lot of it's just the last chance you stuff. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't mind him just because I think that's just who the fuck he is.
No, I know that's exactly who he is.
So I think that's, that's why whether you like somebody or not, if they're being who they fucking are.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. I mean, like Russell Wilson, that's not who he is.
No, it's not. No, he's shitty, and I get that.
I mean, rah guy, but he's also, I feel like he's a guy that in the middle of the night goes down to the fridge, puts his dick in pudding. I don't know how to explain that, but couldn't you just see him going, this feels cool? I like to.
I guess I can see a lot of people do
pull
that.
It out of the fridge, put my dick in some pudding.
I don't feel like Russell Wilson has pudding.
Calls it pudding. Well, it's not to eat. He's not going to eat. He takes care of his body. It's dick pudding.
Dick pudding.
I mean,
hey, babe.
Let's not get fucking crazy.
Hey, babe.
Have some tapioca.
Do you see my dick pudding? One of the kids eat it?
Hey, babe, why does this pudding taste weird? My penis was in it. I thought it'd make me throw better. Let Russ cook.
Can't cook. He only makes pudding.
My dick and balls was hot last game, so I start cooling them down on Wednesday.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, with the whole Rodgers thing, because I heard, I got off work today, and I was flip McAfee on. I was in the shower kind of stuff, getting ready, and then came over here. And I heard him asking AJ about, what do you think Aaron's going to say, and what's this going to last? Like, now people are going to forget about it in like a fucking day.
Yeah.
Like, I mean.
The weird part about it is, since he's the only thing that's going to get him, and if you want to be unvaccinated, vaccinated, whatever the hell, that's your choice. But the thing that's going to get him is he's not eligible to come back until next Saturday.
10 days.
Yeah, because
eligible.
Yes, eligible.
I mean, he's still got to have the 2 negatives or whatever.
The 2 negatives and the bad part. And I don't know how this. My wife obviously works in the health field, as you know. Like, and she says it all the time. Like, you can test positive and you can not have anything. You can technically still test positive for like a month.
Yeah.
So I mean, for these other guys who don't, I just, you know what I mean? It's a weird thing that, especially these rapid ones that they take, because they're not 100% or whatever. So
what I think what the NFL does though is if you test positive, I think they run it again.
Yeah.
Just kind of, hey, let's double check before we do.
Yeah, it's that sucks for him because he's just eligible to come back Saturday next week, and then if something else happens, it's another 10 days.
Big game.
Yeah. Big game.
But I tell you what, they're going to know what they have in Jordan Love.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, because Devontae and those guys will be, some guys are coming back.
Yep.
And
the one thing, and this is going to sound super weird to say, and I don't know if I would have said it, a couple of years ago, but hey, they're playing the Chiefs this week. It's a pretty soft defense for him to throw the ball around.
Because that was kind of the same thing with, like with Rodgers, whatever his first start, or like some reason that Brett didn't start in Dallas or whatever.
Yeah.
And he came in and played well. It's a guy.
Yeah.
And they go, you kind of have that, hey, we got a guy.
Yep.
All right, Brett.
Yeah.
And it's, that was kind of what's always been pitched. Is this a 2-year process? Jordan Love comes out and plays well, and then they go,
yeah.
All right, Aaron.
All right, we're cool. Yeah, now if you still want to leave, go ahead.
Yeah. We still own your rights.
Yeah.
But good luck.
But yeah, like I said, it's not a bad game for him to come out. I mean, it's not like he's playing, the Saints or something like that.
Game.
Yeah,
it doesn't fucking matter.
I mean, but it's. I think they still beat the Chiefs, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do with the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. If I'm the Packers, I'm still keeping Joe Barry away from the team.
I mean, how do you have to kick a field goal to beat the Giants? Now, granted, I'm a Bengals fan, and we called that. They lost to the Jets. We kind of talked about that.
Yes.
But that's the Bengals.
And the guy played out of his fucking mind.
Crazy. I mean, you don't have any tape on him either.
No,
I mean,
and he's literally set records.
Yeah.
And he's never, he might play again. He might not because he drafted.
Tonight.
Oh, does he play tonight?
Yeah.
But the quarterback that you drafted number 2 overall still coming in.
Getting the job back.
Yes. I mean, it's
a lot of money there.
Yeah. that's a sucky thing for that dude. I mean,
but if he puts, because they play the Colts tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Colts have a good defense sometimes, and then sometimes they look like they don't know what's going on. Yeah. But you have a game. Yeah, he's not going to throw for 400.
No.
He might. Maybe he goes nuts.
God damn.
My guess is they've watched the tape against the Bengals. All right, well, we're just not going to let him do this, and then that'll do that.
Yeah.
But hey, you get your job somewhere. Mm-hmm. You're at least going to be backup for a while.
Yeah. Good for him, though. I mean, that's crazy that he threw for that many.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome for him.
Watch that game going, this is going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
This is going to happen.
It's going to happen. I mean, the Burrow starting out a little flat doesn't help either. And, whatever, his interceptions and stuff like that.
He threw that pick. Now, it was a batted ball, but he threw it right in the guy's fucking face. Yeah. So I think what helped Burrow for not taking a bunch of shit about that interception, because that's like the third or fourth straight game he's thrown an interception in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, man, it's kind of the time of the game.
We
can't do that.
Yeah.
But the head-to-head, the targeting that got called was such a terrible call that it overshadowed that. I'm like, hey, man, that was 3rd and 15. They were punting.
Yeah.
And you just changed the game of he was already down there. If anything, the running back did it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, man. I mean, stay with the North. Obviously, the Ravens were on a bye last week, but Browns, man.
What a fucking shit show.
What is going on?
I don't know, because everybody kept saying they need to get rid of Odell. He's a problem, he's being a problem. It's like, I hadn't heard it. Like, he hadn't been on. Like, when he was in New York, it was very fucking vocal that he didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
He hadn't said, all that he said is to the media or anything or Twitter is, hey, I like Cleveland. I want to be here.
Yeah.
And then his dad comes out and goes, hey, fuck that guy.
Yeah. And LeBron comes out and starts putting his 2 cents in, and it's like, and then he just, I want to know, because that's all they said was he was excused from practice. I want to know, was he excused from practice because of social media things? Or was he excused from practice because he has been
maybe
in saying things just not...
Maybe just in the locker room he's been shit.
More just
I don't know.
Aggressive stuff,
But the one, these people that are using see, he's wide open again and Baker doesn't throw on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 points here. One, Baker Mayfield's on a contract here. He's going to throw the fucking ball to get him the biggest contract he can get. Yeah. 2, all the videos you're using, you can clearly see the ball is already out of Baker's hand when he's breaking free.
Yeah.
So calm down. He wasn't open when the ball was delivered. He was open after it was fucking thrown.
Yeah.
Now, you could say to Baker on that point of, hey, he's even up with that corner and it's Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
Maybe you throw that shot.
Yeah.
Where other, like a Rodgers or a Brady, they're probably going to throw that ball going, I think my guy.
And, if you're defending Baker and not defending Odell leads the team in drops.
Yeah.
I have a guy named Jarvis Landry who just catches everything. I'm probably going to target him.
Except the one you needed last week?
Yeah, except the one you needed. But that's, maybe he's losing trust in him. I don't know. I mean, you knew that it wasn't going to be Odell's team.
No.
When you hire Kevin Stefanski. That's not what he does offensively.
You're running play action guy, and your play action deep threat is Odell.
Yep.
And everybody in the league knows that, and he's going to have bracket coverage on, and there's just nothing you can do there.
No, because I'm not saying that he refuses to run anything else, but that's just not him.
He has longer running routes.
Yes.
And Baker's a shorter passer.
Yeah, and is better at it, and that's what play action is. It's the 7 to 10 yard, that's your deep ball on a play action. Because you don't have much time.
Yeah. And here's the other one, man. Fucking Browns fans.
They had 1 year of success.
They had 1 year of success. And now it's like, well, you need to get rid of... Odell's got to go. Baker's not your guy.
No.
We can't extend Baker. We need somebody else.
Yeah. Who you going to get?
Yeah, he's... At worst, he's top 15. He's probably a top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going?
My favorite Browns tweet is, Case Keenum beat the Broncos. Okay. All right. The Broncos are terrible.
On a Thursday.
Broncos are terrible. Number 1. Number 2 is he had 140 yards passing.
Yeah.
They ran the fuck out of the ball. Okay, let's not think
calm
that.
down.
Let's not think that he went out there and delivered this performance.
Because what was that? He's the first quarterback to start 3 opening games
for the Browns
since Bernie Kosar.
Yeah, since Kosar,
like 94.
Yeah,
so, and maybe just be okay with it. Because who are you going to get?
Yeah, you're not getting anybody else.
Well, what if Rodgers is available? Ain't coming to Cleveland.
Not coming to Cleveland.
Not coming to Cleveland.
No.
Now, obviously, if they solve the Odell, you got the running backs, the defense, the offensive line that they got, and Rodgers and Devontae come.
Yes.
Maybe you're fucking talking to say, hey, Devontae, you want to go to Cleveland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you have something.
The only other...
But then you're changing the whole offense, too.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. Calm down. That's all I have to say is calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down. It's a pretty even North right now.
Yeah.
I mean, what, the Bengals have 3 losses?
Yes.
The Ravens have 3 losses? 2 losses?
No.
They lost to
the Bengals, and they lost to...
they lost to the opening week to the... They lost somebody like week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Bengals lost to Chicago.
Yeah.
Which is another one that Joe, on 3 straight passes he threw an interception. One of them was a pick 6.
Yeah.
If not 2 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They lost to the Packers, which they could have won, and then they lost to
the Jets.
The Jets, yeah.
Yeah, they just lost to the Jets. Yeah. So you have...
They've never been out of a game.
No. And then the Steelers are 4-4 or 4-3 or something, and then you guys the Browns are 4-4. Calm down.
Yeah.
It's a very wide open North right now.
But now it's a funny thing is Browns-Bengals play this week.
Yes. This is a pretty big matchup for the Browns.
It's a big deal. They're in last place.
Mm-hmm. Like, they're going to they have to win this week to be considered anything. Yes, you still have 1 more game with the Steelers and 2 more with the Ravens, but...
I love because of the way the Browns fans were and are.
Mm-hmm.
Because now that they've got a playoff win, they talk shit about us Bengals people.
Yeah.
Fucking Bengals suck.
Mm-hmm.
And then as they're imploding...
The Bengals,
the Bengals were the number 1 seed in the AFC at that point in time.
I still think the Bengals are a good team.
Yeah, they are.
They are. They're just they're not there yet.
I don't think they're a playoff team.
No.
I mean,
you have some nice pieces around. You still need to get some other guys.
They could make the playoffs just because they're going to be around and Burrow's got a chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
You get 9, they win 9 games.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're going to get in, but you might.
There's a chance.
You might. 9-8. Who knows?
It sounds weird, doesn't it? 9-8.
Fucking weird.
Here's
another one that I'm sick of because it comes a lot. Being a Bengals fan, I see this on all the time with Chase. NFL record through 8 games for a rookie. It's like, that's not a fucking record.
Yeah.
Everybody has a record through so many games of a year.
Yeah.
No, the record is when the year's over.
Yeah. He's on pace.
He's got a record for the first 7 games of rushing. It's like, well, until he gets over 2,000, I don't want to fucking hear about it because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're all going to be records this year because you have 17 games.
They're all new records. So
that's what I thought too of Tom Brady's 600 ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why don't they stop for every touchdown? Because technically every touchdown he throws is a new fucking record.
Yeah.
Why are we not having ceremonies all the fucking time? I mean,
yeah. The the next one that's tight is the Patriots are coming along. I did not think that they were going to blow out the Chargers like that.
I don't know what's going on with the Chargers.
Neither.
They have stepped on their dick.
They have.
They just don't look good at all.
They don't look like
they
the
just
first.
Look shitty.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But they're coming along. Now, I'm not saying that they win the division. I still think the Bills are a very good team.
Yeah.
But they're going to shake some things up in the playoffs wise. I mean, they can sneak in there. Not, obviously Mac Jones is playing the best of all the rookie quarterbacks, which I think we all could have guessed. Pretty sure we said before the year, if he goes to the right team, he's going to be the best one.
The reason most of these quarterbacks are busts is because they go to a shitty team.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence was on the Patriots?
Yeah.
I mean, he'd probably be in the...
You might not know who Trevor Lawrence in 10 years.
Yeah.
Justin Fields might be dead because he is getting beat the fuck in Chicago.
Oh, they do absolutely nothing. Nothing to help out his blocking.
And then you take kind of obviously I'm not a Chicago fan.
Yeah.
You look back, it's like, There's nobody on that fucking team.
No.
I mean, everything they have is on defense.
Yeah.
But that, that's a Chicago thing. That's fine. And they're running back.
Yep.
They have a top 10 receiver that they don't really run plays for.
No, they don't.
Like, nothing's just, like,
no.
Fields is showing, like, he throws a good ball.
Yeah.
But they're just.
Like, Allen Robinson's a pretty good receiver.
Like,
maybe.
Allen, if it's not like a 2-yard route, man, I'm just not going to have time to get you the ball.
Yeah.
If you could run a 2.240, I think I can hit you deep.
I can get you, buddy. But if you're in 10 yards in a split second, I'll get you the ball.
But that is just such a thing. Like it's like that when they played the Bucks. Of like, this kid's gonna die. I mean, it's the same feeling you had last year with Burrow of like,
he's gonna die.
Hey, we're gonna throw the ball 55 times a day, and we can't block anybody.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck, buddy.
I mean,
take it on the chin. You're a rookie.
Yeah.
That's not how it goes.
But here, flipping back to this, obviously because the Bengals have been playing well and where they were. The Jets have 2 wins. It's against the fucking Bengals and the Titans.
Yeah, I know.
Like, all right. I mean, fucking Belichick put up 50 on you guys, and they're like, trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And you got wins over the Titans and the Bengals. So
speaking of Titans, are they fucked?
Had Adrian Peterson now.
Yeah. First off, if he comes out and can do anything, kudos to Adrian Peterson.
100% will.
Oh, I know he will.
Because everybody's like, well, he'll need to get in football shape. No,
probably
because he's Adrian fucking Peterson. Well, I know he's in shape, but that's not game shape. He fucking came off an ACL injury and what equivalates to fucking 6 weeks or whatever he did, and then rushed for 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
He's different.
Yeah. I loved the signing. Like, everybody's like, oh, what trades are going to do? Trades are they going to do? I'm like, and I'm thinking the same thing. Like, oh, man, like, they could, this trade would make sense, and this trade, and then they're like, oh, no, the Titans signed Adrian Peterson. I'm like, holy shit.
Forgot he was out there.
Yeah, like, that's awesome. Good for him. I mean, I hope he does well because it's Adrian Peterson. But it's going to be interesting how, I just want him to do well. You know what I mean?
And then with that team, too, because obviously A.J. Brown, I had him, and he fucking went off this week, finally. But everybody thought such a thing, and now the Julio trade is like,
nah.
He's not even on the team.
Yeah. He's played 2 games.
Yeah.
I think he's hurt this week.
Yeah.
But I hope Adrian Peterson does well. Like that guy.
Yeah. Like, everybody carries that because he spanked his kids.
Yeah.
Or he beat them. I don't know how he spanked them. I can't remember. It was a while ago, and I remember it was a fucking story before everything was a story. That was a story. I think it was timing of, like, he spanked his kid pretty hard, and his kid also had a broken arm.
Something like that.
So I think they said,
correlated
he snapped his, it's like a baseball bat. I have to take that. Did you eat my last Jolly Rancher? Little fuck.
Who else? Who else has had some news?
There's a bunch of it, and like, it was all bad.
Yeah, it wasn't any good news. It wasn't any good news. Is news ever really good?
Never.
Not anymore. I think Kyler Murray may be out this week for the Cardinals.
What did he do?
Ankle or something or other. I don't know. Tweaked it.
Yeah, one of those ball joint kind of things.
And so the Dallas situation, I've heard like 2 different things. One, obviously, we know Dak didn't play last Sunday.
Right.
So I heard
still won though.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Fucking Dallas.
I heard that it's just a strain and that he was good to go. If it was, they said if it would have been a playoff game, whatever it means, that he would have went. I read something where they think it's torn now. Now I don't know if that's
calf?
Like whatever because it's the same one where his ankle was, whatever the surgery is, that muscle is shorter now.
Right.
And however, it doesn't have the same mobility or something or other. Well, if you strain it, it's almost like a tear. Because of how small that muscle is going back there now.
Gotcha.
That's what I read. Now, whether that article was true or not, I have no idea. It just popped up on Twitter, and I read it.
I have not heard that. Yeah. So, I mean...
That's just... I don't know.
I feel like if that was true, we would have heard it because everybody kind of loves to talk Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because
that was my thought, too. I'm like, well, that's not true.
I feel like we would have heard that somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
But maybe.
Maybe. Everything that they said says he's playing Sunday against Denver, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. not.
I mean, if it's not right, you don't need him to beat Denver.
No, you don't.
I mean,
you
it's
don't
a bad
need him to
thing.
beat Denver.
I hate to say this to you, but
no, it's not like I don't know they're bad.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like I'm piling on.
It's okay.
You can pile on later when the Bengals kind of return to form. And
I mean, they got beat by the Jets.
I mean,
Denver beat them. They didn't score against Denver, so that's fine.
Well, but they lost. But I mean, to the greatest quarterback performance of all time.
Yeah.
I mean,
437 yards passing. That's
first game ever.
First game ever.
Also has been cut in the NFL 4 times.
Yeah.
By the Jets. They've cut him 4 fucking times, and he comes in and he's the first one to throw over 400 yards since like
Cam
Vinny
Newton.
Testaverde.
Cam Newton.
I'm talking
for
about
the Jets?
for the Jets.
Oh, okay, yeah. Testaverde. Yeah. So that he has him and Cam Newton are the only one rookies on their debut.
That did that.
Yeah. The Cooper Rush guy for the Cowboys, he played well.
Yeah.
Played well.
Are we just saying that nobody, like Cam Newton, nobody?
Yeah, I don't get it.
People need some quarterbacks right now.
Saints, with losing no Winston. We didn't talk about that yet. Like, you're just going to ride with Hill?
Because that's not going to work.
Because that's not working.
He's not a quarterback.
No. Nope. So
now Alvin Kamara is fucked.
Yeah.
Because, you think he's going to give it to you or keep it?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably going to keep it.
Yeah.
It's like a wildcat.
Uh-huh.
When's that guy ever hand the fucking ball off?
He always keeps the motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't at least sign him. Not saying you have to play
somebody
the guy.
on the roster.
Get somebody on the roster because you right now have one quarterback.
Yeah,
it's him.
And the guy that got hurt.
I guess Simeon is the other one. He came in and played.
Yeah,
but yeah,
But yeah, and if Winston's obviously not your future, it's not really going the way you want.
Yeah,
Fuck, Michael Thomas IR rest of the year.
Yeah, which I think we all could have guessed that.
Yeah, which he's got to have surgery again.
Yeah.
So,
good luck.
Yeah,
good luck coming back from 2 ankle surgeries.
Yeah,
not good. Not good for him.
No. But I assume they're going to get rid of him. Yeah. I don't know how they can. I mean, they owe all the money.
Yeah. They do owe him a ton of money.
Yeah.
Isn't he only like year 2 of the contract?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a big contract.
Yeah.
Like highest paid receiver, right?
I mean, yeah. So it's probably like the 3rd year's guaranteed. So there's only really 1 year they owe him for. Mm-hmm. But trying to move on from him is like $19 million.
Yeah, but it's the Saints who don't have any
They don't
money.
have anything.
Yeah.
They probably can't sign Cam Newton.
They probably can't. They had to cut Winston.
That's an interesting thing of what they do with like the Cleveland, because Cleveland owes him $8 million with Beckham.
Yeah. But Cleveland has $8 million.
Yeah, they have it. But that is such a weird you cut him, he goes through waivers. Well, nobody's going to claim him on waivers for $8 million.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to let him clear.
Uh-huh.
And then you got to pay him $8 million. And then somebody else can go, hey, man, we'll give you fucking 2 if you want to come over and play on our really good team.
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear to God, as soon as I read where they excused him, I thought, oh my God, he's going to be on the fucking Rams team. That's the only thing I thought of. Like, they just cut Deshaun Jackson. There's your deep threat.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, he'd have to play for, like, hey, can you pay us? Because we got nothing left. My original thought was, well, depending on what's going on with Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Might as well go to Tampa.
Might as well go to Tampa and win a ring.
You would normally say Kansas City could use him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know that he wants to go there.
Yeah. I don't know. Or he signs with somebody shitty and just fades away.
Probably.
Somebody's going to give him money that they're going to help their team.
I mean, honestly, if they had the money to do it in fucking Green Bay, makes sense.
Makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
When you lose your tight end, still got the big dog out there. But
yeah.
Somebody on the other side of Devonta, that makes sense. Because that's the only way you're going to compete. Mm-hmm. I mean, the NFC is like, what the fuck?
It's just absolutely incredible.
I mean, all right, well, they got another pass rusher.
I read where I didn't read. Sorry, I can't read. I saw a meme and it said Tom Brady's weaknesses: Super Bowl Eli Manning, Super Bowl Nick Foles, regular season Saints. Because he hasn't beaten their Saints in regular season yet.
That was it was a meme. I can't remember all of them, but it was listing off Nick Foles' accomplishments.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
All this shit that he's done is really impressive. And it just goes, somehow is still really shitty at being a quarterback, though. And it's true.
It's so
As a backup, he comes in and lights it up.
Yep.
As a starter, he is garbage.
Terrible. He just likes
and that's the funny thing, is with Andy Dalton and Justin Fields, people forget that Nick Foles is still fucking there.
He's in sweat. They're paying him that much money to stand in sweatpants.
Yeah.
It's awesome for him.
He's living the fucking life.
He's got to be living it, man.
And if you're going to pay me, I mean.
Yeah, I'll just stand here.
I'm going to stay here for every dime of this because I'm not getting another one.
No, this is my last contract, buddy. Oh, man.
All right. Well, let's go.
You want to flip to college? We have some rankings.
Yeah, that's really all we got to talk about.
Yeah, college-wise,
yeah. We already talked about the games, and there's really not much coming on the docket this week.
No, not
Nobody's
really at
playing
all.
Anybody.
Did you have all those 4 in your top 4? Or did you not have Oregon up there?
I didn't have Oregon.
Okay.
I had Oregon at 5. I had Oregon ahead of Ohio State.
Yeah.
But I had Oklahoma at 4, but they put them at 8 or 9 or whatever.
That shocked me that they would put them that low.
Yeah, they're still undefeated. I mean,
which I think they're kind of seeing what everybody else is seeing. Like, they're not a very good football team, but yet they're still undefeated. They're winning.
It's like, well, they're not winning big, though. It's like, well, there's teams that aren't either.
Yeah, exactly.
Also lost the game.
Yeah. Georgia, number 1. I think that's obvious right now.
I was kind of shocked at Alabama, too, even though that's where both of us had it.
Yeah.
I didn't think they'd put them there.
No, I didn't think that either. But again, they're still the best. They're still the best.
Oh, that's where they belong.
That's where they belong for sure.
But I didn't feel like that's where they would do that.
And I thought that they would throw Cincinnati a bone this first week. I know you didn't.
Can't.
I know. Yeah. I mean,
you just can't.
And I get that. I get it.
Not even talking about at the plane. They've made the decision that Cincinnati's not getting in.
100%.
You cannot throw them a bone now. Now by putting them at what, 7?
6.
No.
Yeah. Ohio State's 5.
Ohio
They're
State's
6.
5. They're okay. By putting them at 6, the amount of chaos that has to happen ahead of them, which is possible.
Very possible.
But like, say the chaos would be Oregon losing, which means Ohio State gets in.
Yeah.
And if Ohio State loses, that means a team that's like Michigan State or some, or Michigan beats them, then Michigan would jump. They're basically telling Cincinnati you're done because they don't have enough of a win.
Yeah.
And I thought with the Oregon thing, and this, I think we talked about it, is this was a safe play.
Yeah, it was.
For the committee, because they can say, hey, see, we say head-to-head matters. Now, if Ohio State beats Michigan State, beats Michigan, gets these, they're going to jump you.
Yeah.
I think everybody in Oregon knows that.
I think so, too.
But that was more of a, because you can't get bitched at from, I mean, I'm sure Ohio State fans are bitching.
Yes, they're assholes.
But they can't.
Yeah, there's no...
The one-loss team ahead of you beat you at home.
Yeah, exactly.
So, without their best player. So, but they lost to Stanford. Don't care.
What Oregon has left is Washington State, Oregon, they are Oregon, Utah, and Oregon State.
They'll get beat by Utah for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't even know what kind of team Utah has. I assume it sucks. They're paying the Pac-12. I don't care. But they'll lose that game. They should have got beat by UCLA.
Yes, they should have.
I think UCLA's on the verge of being a quality team.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree with that. Let's see. Let's see what Oklahoma has left. They play this week? Do they play this week?
Yeah, they might not. Well, plus they have to play somebody for their championship game that they've already played. And while we're on that, can we just say, how the fuck can Texas lead every game they're in and get beat in the fourth quarter? Every fucking game.
Yeah. They play Baylor next week, and Baylor's ranked. That they could drop one there and have no chance of getting in.
Yeah, and then if Baylor beats them, it's over.
It's over. Yeah, they're not getting in. I mean, I think
that's what the committee was banking on.
It's definitely going to play itself out for sure, the way they set it up. I think this is the smartest first top 4 that we've seen from the committee. As in, cover their own asses.
Yeah.
Now
that's all they did.
That's all they did. And it's the first time they've ever done that. Honestly.
Right.
I mean, because I go all the way back to the very first time they did the college football playoffs, where they gave you the list of things that had to happen.
Right.
They let Ohio State in there, and they didn't have like 3 of those things.
Yeah.
So there's no list anymore.
Yeah. They changed the,
Yes, they changed the rules.
Because we all know.
Yes.
who the teams are. At the end of the season, Ohio State, Georgia, and Alabama are probably going to be the three. The above of like, hey, come on.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. I'm interested to see who the top 4 are. Obviously, we all are at the end of the season because this is my thought. You're not going to want to see a week 2 of a Georgia, Alabama.
Right.
That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
And how are you going to flip that? Let's say Alabama does go in and beat Georgia. Are they one?
Yeah.
That's my thought too.
I think it works out just the same way it did last time when that is. I think if Georgia beats Alabama, I don't know if Alabama makes it with 2 losses. That's a discussion. I mean, I think we all assume Alabama's just going to beat Georgia.
Yeah. They could not happen.
This is exactly how it happened. Is and Georgia get knocked back further, but they'll go to 3. So it's like, well, if you guys play again, it's going to be in the championship game.
Yeah,
like that. That's the setup. Is that they will not play each other in the first round.
This is the scenario I kind of want to see happen. I have an idea how it's going to play out. So let's say Georgia beats Alabama because we're just talking about that Alabama beats Georgia.
Yeah.
Let's say Alabama beats Georgia. Let's say Georgia beats Alabama. Okay, They got 2 losses. All right. Let's say that Ohio State wins out. They have 1 loss.
Yep.
Okay. Let's say Michigan State has 1 loss.
Yeah.
But they don't play in the Big Ten championship game. Can they get in still?
No.
Because the Big Ten championship is either going to be Wisconsin, Iowa, or Purdue.
You can only do that if you're in the SEC or you're Ohio State.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can do that. Michigan, I think they've already proven that.
That's
with the whole Penn State thing of like, Ohio State's still better.
Yeah, that's one thing that I'm. It's going to be weird to see
because my interesting thing, the most interesting thing, is even if Georgia beats Alabama 35-32 in a late field, not a last second field goal, but just a late field, inside of 2 minutes or whatever, take the lead.
Think they let the two-loss Alabama team in?
That's fucking interesting because obviously if we're saying Georgia's the best team at that point in Alabama, that's a neutral site game of what.
Yeah,
that's the one that's like, what do we do?
Yeah, that's
because it is at the end of the day, it's Alabama, but it's only supposed to be about this year.
Yep.
And everybody goes, well, these are just perennials, and they let them in. It's like, hey, look, Cincinnati's up here because of what they did fucking last year. They're not up here for what they did this year. Yeah. If it was just off of this year, they'd be ranked 10th. Like they'd be 1 slot ahead of Notre Dame.
Yep.
And then the other thing, like with the Cincinnati thing, is like they say the Notre Dame win at Notre Dame means nothing, and they handled them.
Yeah.
But then Notre Dame's ranked in the top.
Yeah, top.
And the funny thing is, if Notre Dame beat Cincinnati that day, they'd be top 5.
Yeah, they would be.
So, I mean, it's funny how to see that both ways.
Oh,
okay. Because Notre Dame hadn't played anybody either.
No, they have not.
They've played names.
Yep.
But they haven't played any,
It's all interesting. It's interesting.
And it also means nothing right now.
It does.
People get fired the fuck up of like, hey, there's like 6 more games that have to happen, and like a lot of shit. Like your quarterback get hurt. Who fucking knows? I mean,
no shit.
It's football.
Gosh.
Your 19-year-old kicker might miss.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? But it's exciting. It's exciting. Like I said, I thought that this was the best one that they've ever covered their ass with of their first 4.
Right.
Because they know that everything's going to take care of itself. They don't have to be the bearer of bad news unless Alabama would lose.
Right.
That's the only time that they're going to, and I think they will let a 2-loss Alabama team in.
I think they will too.
I do.
And I'm not against it.
No, I mean, we've saying the best teams.
Yeah.
Still think Alabama's the best team.
Yeah, if that's what you put in your criteria. Now, if you would have said, hey, we're going to do 4 teams, we're not going to have a committee. It's just like, we did the BCS program in the top 2, we let computers decide, and they took the polls in it also, but if they just did the BCS type thing and took the top 4, it's the human thing is the problem.
Yeah, because there's human error in everything, and there's a different
and none
opinions.
of them know what anything is.
Yeah,
because it's just like we talk like with Cincinnati. or Ohio State or anybody that's on that outside looking in, they're not watching a whole game.
Yeah.
Like last year for Ohio State. So, well, they almost got beat by Indiana. There was never a point in that game where you thought Ohio State was losing that game. No, if you watch, if you see the score, well, Indiana had the ball with the...
Yeah. It didn't mean anything.
Not really.
No.
But if you watch a game where it's a first half of like, say, hey, they're favored by 30 and they win by 28, but in the first half they were only up, 17-14 at the half.
Yeah.
Of like, well, even though you end up winning by almost 30, that's a shitty game because it was close longer than it should have been.
Yeah.
And that's a weird thing.
It is.
That's what fucking humans do.
Yeah. Yeah, that is weird.
And how do they know how bad they should beat somebody?
Yeah.
Are they looking at the Vegas books? Because I doubt they're supposed to. You're not supposed to gamble in college.
Yeah. You're not.
Fuckers. How do you get that job, by the way? Feels like a good one.
Committee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think they're going to let us in, but I kind of want that job.
Yeah,
because I feel like they get paid okay for nothing.
I feel like we could be in there and just be like, you guys are stupid.
I feel like I don't even need to go to your meetings. I'm going to tell you after week 3.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the 4. Here's the top 3.
Yeah, you pick your 4th.
I'll text you who the 4th one is.
Yeah.
It's very apparent.
Yeah, I think if they let a 2-loss Alabama team in, you're going to see everybody bitch and want a longer playoff.
Yeah, because they're against it now because they don't want that many SEC teams in. Alabama with 2 losses would make that 8-game playoff fucking instant.
Yep.
Instant. Of like, well, fuck.
They got us again? Let's just make it bigger.
Let's just do it.
Yeah. Please.
5 goddamn conferences and 3 at large.
Yep.
Well, the regular season won't matter. Kind of seems to because now your championship game and your conference, it doesn't fucking mean anything.
Yeah.
Seems to mean something now.
Yeah, means something now. Yeah. You got to get there and you got to win it. Let them in.
And in the past how many years, like how many times has Ohio State really needed to play that fucking game?
Yeah.
I mean...
The very first year.
That's it.
At the only time.
To beat Wisconsin 55 to nothing.
Yep.
Or 3. I don't know. Did
Whatever
Wisconsin score?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while.
It was weird, too, talking about the history of... Obviously, it's very... I'm a big Pat McAfee fan. I listen to his show all the time. And you think about what his role is. Obviously, he missed those kicks against Pitt. They lose. They don't go to the national championship game. Because they would have. Because chaos fucking happened.
Yep.
And then come from it from our standpoint of Ohio State fans. Pat McAfee caused Ohio State to lose because Ohio State beats West Virginia.
Yeah.
He makes those kick. Ohio State has another fucking national championship.
Yep.
Because LSU doesn't get in.
Yeah, and we were not going to beat LSU.
No. I don't even know the quarterback's fucking name.
Me either.
So, I mean, but it was like,
yeah,
because Ohio State doesn't play a game and goes from 7 to 1st.
Yep. It's weird. That was the one we were thinking about, the BCS with all the points and stuff. It's just odd.
Yeah.
It's really odd.
But then it was also then the next year or so with the LSU, the Les Miles thing of you have that fucking, what was it? The SEC championship game, Alabama beat LSU 9-6.
Yep.
They said, fuck it, let's run it back.
Yep. It was like, what, 12-6? Something like that.
What the fuck are we doing?
Sucks.
Thank God the spread offense came in. So fucking watching soccer.
Shit. Oh, God.
Well,
you want to make some picks? Yes, sir.
I don't know how we did last week. I assume shitty.
Yeah, we did. I got one there. Lost that one. Won that one.
Riveting.
Lost that one. I went 2-3.
Nice.
Colts win? No, they got beat.
No, they got beat.
Lost that one. Lost that one.
He threw a left-handed pick 6 on the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you went over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Cool. Bad week for the old Wideside.
Widesiders.
Widesiders.
You lost all your money, but it's not legal in Ohio, so I feel okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take credit when we're good.
Yeah.
But when we're bad, it's not legal here anyways.
Nope. It's your fault for listening.
Not that somebody outside of Ohio doesn't listen, but we only,
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
I don't think those people in Ireland are
betting on the
betting
NFL.
our games off of us. Maybe they are. They fucking download it all the time.
Well, that's good.
I mean,
thanks, guys. Thanks, Irish.
Yeah.
We don't like Notre Dame, sorry.
No, fucking hate them. Overrated sons of bitches. And that's coming from an Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
They change all the rules for our team.
Yep.
Got to at least play 6 games.
Nope.
All right, well, maybe.
Oh, gosh. Okay. You want to go first?
Go ahead.
Fine. Let's see.
I went first last week. You go first this
Okay,
time.
I'm going to give you the opening slot game right there. Texans at the Dolphins.
Oh, my God. You think it's a tie at 0?
Dolphins at -5.5.
Who do we... is that one guy still playing quarterback for Texans?
Not Tyrod. It's the...
Tyrod's still out?
I think so.
All right, I'm going to take Dolphins -5.5.
Dolphins.
And I feel very bad about that.
I don't know what the hell to think. Okay.
All right, I'm going to give you... I'll give you Browns-Bengals.
Okay.
Browns are getting 2.5.
Yeah, I'm assuming just because it's in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I think
Is it your headphones or is
I
it
don't know.
my...
It must have been that. I think I'm going to go with the Browns. I think I'm going Browns here.
Yeah.
I don't think that they lose 2 in a row, and I think that they know that this is a must win. So I'm going to go with them, the +2.5. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to go with the Browns at +2.5.
Okay.
Let's see. Give you your game. I'm going to give you another doozy here. I'm going to give you Raiders at the Giants. The Raiders are -3.5.
I'm going to take the Raiders.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to play.
Yeah.
But
Got a lot of shit happening in the last couple
fucking
weeks.
Giants.
Yeah, the Giants. They've competed well, I guess. They just, the Giants.
I'm going to give you Cardinals at 49ers. Cardinals are +1.5.
I'm going to go with the I think I'm going to go with the Niners. I think that their win last week may kind of spark something there, and Kyler Murray is still kind of on the fence of playing or not, and
right.
I think he's a big part of it. If they don't have him, they can't really do.
Yeah,
he extends plays really, really well, and yeah, I'm going with the Niners. Okay, your game. I'm going to give you Packers at the Chiefs. Packers are +7.5.
I'm going to take the Packers +7.5.
I think that's a good move.
I think Kansas City probably wins the game,
mm-hmm.
but when do they ever cover?
Yeah. No, I think...
they couldn't cover against the Packers without Aaron Rodgers are still better than the fucking Giants.
Yes, I agree with that. No, I 100%. I like the pick. I think that's a big spread, even though Aaron Rodgers isn't playing. Like, the Chiefs hasn't really proven anything yet. Is it my turn?
Yeah, I'm going to give you one.
Okay.
I'm going to give you... This is a weird one. Chargers at Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers are -2.
Yeah.
It's a weird...
It's a weird thing.
But they played like shit, so...
The Eagles remind me of like a gnat.
Yeah.
They're just annoying. Like, why are you hanging... Like, we should have put you away a long time ago. Why are you hanging around?
We're a bunch of flowers now. Yeah. We've came out.
I mean, I'm taking the Chargers, the -2.
Because you have to. You can't...
Yeah.
You can't bet on the fucking Eagles.
No. Not old Serini. Okay. I'm going to give you Patriots at Panthers. Patriots are -3.5.
And take the Patriots. I don't understand how that's even that small. We're probably going to lose all these games.
Probably.
But let's see. I give you one more?
Yeah. You give me 2 more.
2 more?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I thought we were further along than that.
Nope.
We're slow at this. Plus, I'm half-assed listening to see if there's any more static in the ear on trying to pay attention and then try to figure out where the fuck it's coming from. It's technology life's tough, folks.
Tough. We don't have a producer, sorry.
Yeah. All right. So I need to give you Vikings at Ravens. Vikings are +6.
Mm-hmm. This one's tough. I think the Ravens bounce back. I'm going to take the Ravens minus the 6.
I like that. I kind of feel like the Ravens might boat race them because I feel like Zimmer's getting fired pretty soon.
I think he is too. I think he is. All right, this is your last one, buddy. I don't want to give you that one. I'll give you the Falcons at the Saints. Saints minus 6.5.
So Taysom's going to go. So I
think Simeon's starting.
He was a full participant today.
Yes, Simeon's starting, but
the Falcons are so fucking bad.
They are.
Oh my God, that's such a tough one. But then that's like I'm putting a lot of faith in Jameis Winston. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go with the fucking Saints.
Okay, minus the 6.5.
I think they have better pieces.
Yeah, no, they do for sure. And then I have one more. You can give it to me anytime you want, baby.
I'm going to give you the Titans at the Rams, baby.
Okay.
Rams are minus 7.5.
The Rams are minus 7.5.
Yeah.
Tough because the Titans' defense really isn't that impressive.
No. Rams' offense is really impressive, but you don't know what Adrian Peterson's doing.
Exactly, and you don't know if they're going to change anything.
They have to.
They have to change something. I'm still going with the Rams. They're playing at home. They're rolling at home. I'm going Rams minus 7.5.
Yeah, I think that's a right call.
Yeah, that's the doozy.
I think we went 10-0.
I think so too.
Maybe 9-1.
Maybe 9-1. You probably lose one, but
yeah. Funny how you feel it goes that way.
Oh man,
I think it was a pretty good show. Talked a lot of. I mean, it was a lot of more news heavy because obviously our last show we didn't talk a lot of college football, which is fine.
Yeah.
I can only imagine I offended a couple people.
Yeah.
I mean, I only made it, a couple weird ones, but other than that, it was pretty good.
No, pretty good show. I liked it.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to add on the back end or say anything derogatory.
No.
Or even anything funny.
I'm kind of out of things. I thought we had a pretty good show, and I'm kind of out of ideas to talk about. Yeah.
I'm happy with this.
Okay.
It's not a Hall of Fame episode.
No.
But hey, we did work.
Yeah. Good shit. We put in the time.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All righty. Whiteside.